Hey everybody, I'm going to show you, there's a new set of dining room seats I have to do. You can see here's the seats, it's already pulled down. It's nothing but a frame right now. That's the way the outside back looks. Okay, this one actually has it's got a recess in here. So there's a wood insert, which is over here. This is the wood inserted back that goes in. Now, I'm going to get to that later, but right now I'm just going to show the seat. The seat is called a slip seat, or a slip dining room seat. So basically this one has a wood frame. Sometimes they're solid piece of wood. These ones have to be webbed because they have the hole in the middle. And what we do is we take, this is called jute webbing. It's like a burlap type webbing. And I'll attach these straps in here. Going from here to here, to the front of the seat. I'll stretch them. I'll do like 1, 2, 3. And then I'll do one across and one across, and I web them in and out. And that's the start of this. So let me web this chair here, and I'll bring you back and let you see how the webbing is and how I weave it in and out. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. All right, this is the dining room seat that I webbed. Now, like I said before, these go from front to back. We staple them in and we fold them over after we cut them. So I did 1, 2, 3 straps, and then I did 2 straps across, 1 and 2. Now these straps, they get stapled in, but they get woven in like underneath. See how this one's under? Then it goes on top, and then it goes under. And then the back one will go over, under, and over. And then that gives you a nice seat. On this kind of seat, you know, I prefer just solid wood, but this one unfortunately has the straps, so you got to put the straps in. So what we're going to do next is I do the foam will be cut, and the foam will be glued on here. All right, it usually is a 1/2 inch over the wood all the way around. So we'll have the foam cut, it'll be glued on, and then we go to the Dacron. The Dacron is this white polyester type stuff again, and when the foam's on, we'll put this over the foam, and we'll pull down and staple around the chair to get a nice shape to start off our mold. And the foam always gets glued nice and tight, so it won't shift around. But I'll bring you back once I'm ready to. I'll have a piece of foam already glued on and cut, and I'll bring it back before I put the Dacron on. All right, I'll be back, guys. Okay guys, I'm back now. This is the foam, and it's glued now. We glue it to the seat where the straps are. The straps are underneath the bottom. And we do like a 1/2 inch over the wood, you can see. It goes all the way around the chair. Now, it still needs to have a covering put over it, but this is a 2-inch foam. It's called the medium firm. I like to use that because it keeps the seats a little bit better. And this is the Dacron. We cut it into like a square, so it'll cover up the whole seat. And then I'll upholster this on nice and tight and try and get the shape of the seat. So let me do this, and I'll bring you back and I'll show you the finished product on the Dacron. All right, guys, I'm back again. I put the Dacron on the seats now. And you can see how it has a nice shape to it, all the way around. This one has cutouts for the back. It goes around the chair. And it's all done in there. And it's like a brand new seat now, really. Now I just need to put the fabric on. So I'm gonna get the fabric cut, and then we'll put it on. Now usually, one thing I like to do is I usually give the measurements for the fabrics. So what I'll do is I'll take my tape measure, and I usually will go to the largest point of the chair, like where it sticks out the most, and I'll go over like that much. Go about 2 inches over from the bottom. So then, and then the same on the other side. And I'll do a measurement that way, and then I'll go measurement from front to the back, and plus 2 inches on each side. It gives me enough room to grab my hands. All right, so I'll be right back once I put the fabric on. All right, guys, got the fabric. Just cut out into a square, and I'm gonna start putting it on, and I'll bring you back in 1 minute, and then I'll show you. All right, guys, I'm back again. I just want to show you when I lay the material on, and I go from the front. I staple just a little bit in the front, and then I pull to the back, and I staple a little bit in the back, and then I go side to side, from side to side. So basically, this is the front of the chair now, and you can see how I do it. I do it like this, so this way we just kind of get it snug on there like that. And then since these are vinyl, it's easier to take, I take a steamer, like a clothes steamer, and then we steam underneath the fabric. And what it does is it makes the fabric get real soft. And some of the materials get real soft, almost like jelly, and you could just like pull them right around. What I like to do on the corners, when I get corners like this, I'll probably start at my corners first, up into the front of the chair here, where the corner is. And I like to grab my fabric like this. Sorry guys, I got cut off. Anyway, I pull around that turn. So I'll work both corners, and then I'll go down the sides, and I'll work the back. And then I leave these cutouts to last, because what I do is that's where it's around the frame. I'll heat it up real good, and I'll pull it in tight, and then it'll mold right on into the cut. So let me do them, and I'll bring them back, and I'll show you the finished product. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I'm back. This is the finished product. This is a slip dining room seat, as you can see. It's all around the edges, all the way around. And that's it. That's pretty much it. They're pretty easy. You just got to remember, when you start doing these kind of seats, you start from the front to the back, you pull it tight, and you go side to side. And now you got your four corners tacked, well, four middles actually tacked on a seat like this. And then you would go, I like to work down a little bit and down a little bit on each side, leaving about maybe a distance about this far around, maybe like 4 inches from each end. The same with the backs, and the same with the front. And then when I go to my corners on vinyl type seats, I put steam to it. I have a steamer, and this is my steamer that I use. See it right there, the steam coming out. It's a big steamer. So we steam it, the material gets nice and soft, and then I put it in, and I do a little trick on the corners is when I grab the material, I grab it usually like this, it's hanging off, and I'll grab it and I'll roll it and I'll pull at the same time. And what it does is it does a nice pull right on over, nice and smooth. And I'll do that on both fronts. And then the backs, we just work to the cut nice and tight, and then a cut nice and tight. And then you'll have a little pocket right here. So then you just steam it right there, and you grab the pocket right here and pull back down, and it'll mold right into the cut, and then staple it down. And then I just put a bottom on it, and that goes back on the chair. So that's a dining room slip seat. Now I always put new foam in there, and if they need webbing, we re-web them, everything. But I mean, some people go over the existing stuff and they just put the Dacron on, and they add to it if the foam is good. But that's all up to you and what kind of a seat you want. Me and in a business, we have to make sure it's all new. So basically, that's a dining room seat. All right. Hopefully, if you're going to do this, hopefully I made it a little bit easier for you. All right. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments, and I'll try and help you out. Bye, guys. Hey, everybody. This is just the finished product on that one chair. I wanted to show it to you real quick. It's a slip seat. It screws down. I did the back. It fits in. You can see the picture a little bit closer. Alright, and then the outside back was the fabric. And we glued a double cording on there. And that's the end of that chair I was working on today. Well, 10 of them. Just wanted to show them to you. Alright.